Hey there, friends and family. I hope everybody's holding up all right during this challenging and uncertain time. My heart definitely goes out to everyone who's been struggling either directly with the COVID-19 virus or those who have been impacted socially, emotionally, economically in its wake. I know a lot of people are struggling out there. A lot of my students are struggling with different things as our school is shut down. We're practicing social distancing. Those things are very important. But as I was looking at and planning some things for our family time videos, I still want to be focusing on the same things we're always trying to focus on when we're in school. And that's addressing the social and emotional needs of our students and hopefully providing at least something for you to think about to help take care of yourself a little bit. So this week, what I want for us to do is spend a little time reflecting. This is a difficult situation, and I know for me, my darkest hours, the times when I've faced the biggest challenges, have been the times that I've been able to reflect the most deeply, and I've been able to really set a sense of purpose, deepen my perspective, and kind of point my compass in the direction of where I want to go, who I want to be, what my purpose is, and the ways that I want to be growing. And that's still what I want for all of you. I've said that before. I still want all of you to be learning and growing even while we're not together. That's always my expectation for you. Part of that is certainly trying to stay up on schoolwork that teachers are sending out, staying up on workouts that I've sent, that other coaches have sent, to prepare yourself to be in the best position for when we do get back to a more regular routine, that you're ready to go and be in the best place to be successful on those fronts. But more than that, it's just in life. I want you to continually learn and grow, always. And this is an opportunity to do that. Yes, it's a challenge. Yes, it's a difficult situation. It is an obstacle, but obstacles can also be opportunities. And a lot of us right now are afforded some time that we normally don't have access to. Time that we're usually filling with our regular school life, work life, extracurriculars for us, those sorts of things. And it's an opportunity to do a little soul searching, to do a little examination of ourselves and decide where we want to be at the end of this, or where we want to be just moving forward in general, how we want to be using this time to get something good out of a difficult situation. So this week, I want everyone to seek something and share something. What I mean by seek something is I want you to really do a self-assessment and deep dive into something that you're passionate about or you have an interest in. Could be something you already have an interest in, something that you already do, and I want you to push yourself to get a deeper understanding of that, to get in some good practice with that, to become more of an expert in that field. It could be something that's just sort of a vague interest or a curiosity that you want to explore and see if you do have a passion for it. That's something great we can be doing right now, is maybe some of those things are like, oh, that seemed interesting, but we haven't really had the time or made the time to explore them. Now's a great time to explore. So that's what I want you doing. And I use the term seek because a lot of times, especially in our contemporary society, we do a lot of times scrolling. We scroll through social media feeds and our streaming services and all those sorts of things, sort of just vaguely looking at stuff, sort of wandering out in the wilderness without a direction, and we get lost. Now, a little bit of that is just fine. it's good to have some downtime and kind of just look things over or see what's out there. Sometimes we find inspiration in those down times, but it's also hard to find things if we don't know what we're looking for. What I want you to do when I say seek something is I want you to really think about what's your purpose, what's your passion, what are your interests, and how can you use this time to double down on those a little bit. I also want you to share something. And with that, of course, I still want us practicing our social distancing practices and all of that sort of thing, but there's always opportunities to share something. And everybody has something that they can offer. That's something we've talked about before, but it's an easy thing to forget. If you're somebody who, in your seeking, you want to explore writing, for instance, share that with somebody else. You might have something to say that that person needs to hear. If you want to write a song and play some music, share it with somebody. Maybe it's just an interest. If you have a favorite movie that really means something to you, share it with somebody. Maybe it's a sibling that you have at home. Maybe it's sitting down and doing an activity with them. Maybe it's sharing something with your parents or whoever's at your house while we're home. Maybe it's sharing something with a friend as you're communicating digitally. It doesn't need to be something big. It doesn't need to be something that you post publicly, but I want you to share something with somebody else. That's an important thing for us to do during this time as well, is to share our passions and our interests. Because I believe everyone is given passions and interests for the express purpose of pursuing them and sharing them. Nobody was given a gift to just hide it away. I think you are meant to explore it and share it. Because what you have inside, and all of you have gifts, what you have, somebody else might need. And at a time when we get caught up in views and likes and shares, that doesn't really matter. But maybe you have one thing that'll positively impact one person during this challenging time. That's my challenge to you this week. Seek something, and some of you have brought up things in your goals that we talked about a couple weeks ago, things that you want to try and explore and do. Well, then tell me about that. How are you exploring that? What are you actually doing, and how's it going? Then I also want you to share something, because you already have something. It could be this new passion you're exploring, could be something that you've already been doing for a long time, but share it with somebody else, because you have that gift and it can be of value to somebody else. I hope everybody has a great week. I hope to hear from a bunch of you this week. Take care. Much love.